Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home. The only equipment we're going to need is a fit ball if you have one and a lightweight band or tube. So today we're going to focus on your core. These are exercises that I probably get the most request of. I really want to work on my core. I want to work on my tummy. I want to work on, it's a very highly requested area to work on. First of all, you have to know that you cannot spot train, meaning if you feel like you've got a lot of weight around your tummy to lose, the best way to do that is to lose weight overall, and it will come off everywhere. You can't do sit-ups to lose belly fat, or similarly, you can't do, a ton of bicep curls to lose extra arm weight, things like that. But strengthening your core is extremely important for so many reasons, and I talk about it a lot, and there are a lot of things that we do in our general workouts. I usually include a specific core workout, or when we're doing a balance workout while you're doing another exercise, it is also including some core. So we do a lot of sort of secondary core movements. Today I'm going to solely focus on your core. So that being said, we're going to start with a low plank on your elbows. So when you do a plank or anything involving, a push-up or anything like that, you want your elbows or your hands directly beneath your shoulders. So today we're going to try this on your elbows. So elbows directly beneath your shoulders, hands, palms flat on the floor, and then just lift up to your toes. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Importantly here, we want to think about keeping a straight line from the top of your head down through your heels. So if you find yourself going up like this, flatten out those hips, really focus on breathing, keeping your head in line with the rest of your spine. We've got 7 more seconds. Keep breathing, keep those abs nice and tight. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay. If you find that that's too difficult to hold for 30 seconds, work on it for 10. Try another 10. You can break it up and work up to 30 seconds. All right, now we're going to stay on the floor, on your back to start. And I want you to let your knees fall over to one side. Now we're going to either bring your hands beneath your, behind your head here, or you can start with them across your chest. So even though my knees have fallen across onto the floor, I want to think about lifting my shoulders up towards the ceiling. So we're going to work on a little bit of obliques here. So we're going to try 10 to one side. And when you lift up, think about trying to pick up that bottom shoulder blade up off the ground. And you're lifting up towards the ceiling versus crunching this way. So that should be easier on your neck. So we're going to do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now switch sides. Now, importantly, when you put your hands behind your head, it's a longer lever. It's going to be more difficult. So start here. We're going to drop your knees to the other side so we can work the other side. Now, lifting those shoulders, lifting your chest towards the ceiling. And if you do decide to try the longer lever with your head behind your hands behind your head, know that you don't want to pull on your head. You're still thinking about lifting up towards the ceiling. All right, let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. Keep breathing. 9, 10. All right, great. Okay, now we are going to stand up. So make sure you stand up nice and slowly, giving yourself time to let your blood pressure regulate and not get dizzy or lightheaded. I've got my band set up here about chest height, and we're going to do some Pallof step outs. So what this involves is taking this band with just a little bit of resistance on it to begin with. I want you to hold it straight out in front of you, shoulders down and relaxed, and we're going to take little steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. While you hold that band straight out in front of you, you are having to resist letting it twist back towards the wall. So that resisting is what is making your core fire here. And you may really feel it in your obliques. We're going to do one more. Your obliques are those side abs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to turn around. So we're going to do 3 times 4 little step outs and then turn around. So right out in front of you, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4. And then the smaller the steps you take, you're really just trying to control it. Keeping that core nice and tight. Keeping your shoulders down away from your ears. One more time. Really fighting that twist. It's really trying to pull you back towards the wall. Really work on keeping that straight out in front of you, and your abs will really have to engage in order to keep that there. Okay, now we're going to grab your fit ball if you have one, and we're going to do a back extension on the ball. So your back is part of your core. So on your tummy on the ball, if you don't have a ball, you can do this on the ground and just kind of barely lift up. So if you're on the floor like this, you could just lift up like this. So really all you're doing is lifting your arms and your head up off the ground, just that much. You don't want to go into a big back extension that can put some forces through your back that you don't want. Okay, so we're going to start here on your tummy, on the ball. Just put your arms on your shoulders here, and I want you to just come up to neutral. So notice that I am here, not here. I'm not going into a hyper extension. I'm doing a little extension just to neutral. 3, again, I'm keeping my head in line with the rest of my spine, just looking straight forward, not looking all the way up, or conversely looking down. 5, keep breathing. 6, if you feel like your shoulders are taking a lot of this, just put your arms down like this and just really focus on pulling from here. Also, if you feel like this isn't quite enough, again, you can put your hands behind your head and give yourself a little bit longer lever. 9 and 10. Okay, good. And breathing throughout that. Sometimes it's hard when your tummy is on a ball to really, so you have to force, not really force, but really be aware of that breath so that you're not holding your breath throughout that. Okay, now we're going to go lower back down to the floor. So I'm going to take this down here, and we're going to do some bicycle abs. So we've done these in the past. You want to start with your feet flat on the floor, knees bent, back flat to the floor. So that's the most important part of this one. Now, you can start by just doing your feet and your legs, kind of switching them back and forth. That's kind of the beginning of this one. Or you can pick them up. If you feel like you're ready for the next level, you can add your arms. So similarly to the other ones that we've done, think about lifting your chest up towards the ceiling, and you're looking towards the ceiling, not looking here. So you're not wrenching your neck. You're really trying to just pick those shoulder blades up off the ground. And 9 and 10. So you're going to the opposite, your opposite elbow to your knee, your elbow to your opposite knee, back and forth. Just thinking about lifting up towards the ceiling. That is always the key in any of these types of core exercises where you know, in kind of in olden times where we did crunches and it really can bother your neck. Think about going up. Think about that leading with your chest versus leading with your chin. Okay, we're gonna do one more on the ground. If you have a Bosu at home, you could also use a Bosu for this, or you could sit on a balance disc, which is even harder. We're gonna do a boat hold for the last one. So the beginning of this one, sit up nice and tall like this, and I want you to just simply pick your feet up off the ground. Now, this is the beginning of this one. Now, importantly, notice that my back is staying tall. It's staying flat. I want to think about sticking my chest out here. I don't want to come down into this. That puts a lot of load through your low back. Keep holding this if you're holding it. And so the first part is just picking up your feet off the floor. If this is too much, put your hands back here and pick your feet up like this. And that's okay, because you're still engaging that core. You're still doing the same exercise. It's just shorter levers, a little bit lower level, and that's okay. You have to start somewhere. If you're ready, you can extend those knees. Woo. And if you're able to, that was like 50 seconds all the way. You could do it on a Bosu. It gives you a little bit more variability. It's a little bit more difficult, or you could sit on a balance pad or a pillow. There's a lot of different ways to kind of level this one up and level down, but beginning, you can keep your hands back, pick your hands up. You know, there's a lot of different kind of variations here where you can make it easier or harder. So challenge yourself, but if you feel any low back pain, go down to the next level. All right, so that's just 6 core exercises you can do. You can add them to your daily routine. If you feel like you want to just maybe add one extra core exercise to whatever workout you're doing each day, that's another great way to do it. But if you have any questions, as always, please message me, and keep moving, everyone. You're doing awesome. Thank you.